Welcome to today's 15-minute full body mobility flow designed for your first trimester. I'm currently in my first trimester as well, so I understand how nauseous and tired you might be feeling. So these exercises are designed to minimize transitions and improve bloating and nausea that you might be experiencing. Let's go ahead and get started in a comfortable sitting position, working just on diaphragmatic breathing and deep core connection. So place your hands on either sides of your ribs here. Inhale through your nose, expanding your ribs 360 degrees. And then exhale, just let it all go. Inhale, expanding your belly, your chest, lower back and pelvic floor. And then exhale, let it all go. Let's do one more, focusing on relaxation and expansion. And exhale, let it all go. Now on this next one, when you exhale, you're going to gently lift your pelvic floor up and in and zip up your core from your lower abdominals all the way up to your ribs. Inhale, expand. Exhale, blow out through pursed lips as you gently lift your pelvic floor up and in and zip up your core. Inhale, expand. Exhale, zip. You'll feel your ribs move down and in at the very end. Inhale, expand. Exhale, lift and zip. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Release any tension. Moving on to a seated cactus. Bring both arms out in front of you, forearms and palms facing you, elbows bent to 90 degrees. Inhale, squeeze your shoulder blades together as you arch your back looking up towards the ceiling. Exhale, round and tuck your spine. Inhale, arch, look up towards the ceiling. Exhale, round and tuck. We're working on full body mobility here of the upper back and lower back as well as the chest. Inhale, expand. Exhale, round and tuck. One more. Staying in this comfortable sitting position, but bring both legs out in front of you and you're propped up on your arms. You're going to allow both knees to gently fall to one side and then the other. Working on gentle hip mobility. Only go as far as it feels comfortable without causing pain. This rotation through your hips and your spine helps to get the digestive system flowing and help with some of that cramping and bloating and maybe even constipation that you're experiencing. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're still staying on the ground here. Now you're going to get in a 90-90 position like this with one bent knee in front and one bent knee in back. Going to prop yourself up on one hand. Inhale, thrust your hips forward, reaching up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, lower. You're going to inhale, reach up. Exhale, lower. You should feel a stretch through the hip flexor as you're inhaling and reaching up. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and switch sides. So switch whichever leg is in front and which leg is behind. Lean towards the side of the front leg. Inhale, thrust your hips and reach up towards that ceiling. Exhale, lower. Imagine you are reaching up over a large beach ball to ensure that you're getting that straight lift up, but then also over. We're working on opening up the hips and the side body. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alrighty, moving on from a sitting position to now a half kneeling position. What this looks like is you're going to bring your left knee forward, and then I want you to gently rotate your pelvis underneath of you. You're not clenching the glutes or squeezing your butt cheeks. It's just a gentle rotation of the pelvis underneath of you. engaging your deep core. And then from here, you're going to slightly lean forward until you feel that stretch in your hip flexor. To get even more of a stretch, you're going to lift that arm up and slightly over. And we're holding it here. Just breathing into that side body. Inhaling and exhaling. Releasing any tension in your hip flexor. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay in this half kneeling position. Bring both arms out in front of you for a half kneeling windmill. Maintain that gentle rotation of your pelvis. Inhale, open up your arm so you feel that stretch through your chest, rotating your head so you're following your hand behind you. And then exhale, return to start. If you need to hold on to a wall or be near a wall so you don't lose balance, please feel free to do so. You're inhaling as you rotate behind you, exhaling as you return to start. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and switch sides. So now you're gonna bring that right leg out in front of you. Gently tuck the pelvis underneath of you. Engage the deep core, slightly lean forward, reach up and over for that hip flexor stretch, as well as a little bit of the side body. Inhaling here into the side body, feeling expansion of the ribs, and exhaling, just letting it all go. You should feel a gentle stretch in the front of your hips. This exercise will feel so good the further along pregnancy you are, especially if you start to experience round ligament pain or pubic symphysis pain. We've got 3, 2, and 1. Bring both hands out in front of you for that half kneeling open book, opening up towards the opposite side that you started with. Inhale, rotate. Exhale, return. Your thoracic spine tends to get really tight during pregnancy just due to the postural changes that happen. You tend to get into more of a rounded shoulder, rounded upper back posture throughout pregnancy. So opening up that chest and your upper back as early as the first trimester will help set a great foundation for the rest of your pregnancy. We got 3, 2, and 1. Alrighty, we are moving into standing. If you are experiencing any lightheadedness or nausea, then I want you to go slow with these movements. But just start with your feet a little wider than hip width apart. And all you're going to do is slowly make your way to the ground. If you need to bend your knees, please feel free to do so. You're going to be on the ground. You're just going to rotate, opening up one arm up towards the ceiling and then the other. Once again, working on getting a little bit of rotation through the spine, a little bit of compression to the digestive tract to get things moving. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Last exercise standing, and then we will repeat the circuit. You're going to be in a comfortable standing position with your feet about hip width apart. You're going to squat down towards the ground. Place both of your hands over your feet and then work to extend through the hamstrings. Then return to your squat. Option to come back to stand. Squat down again, extend, and squat. If you're feeling nauseous, you don't have to stand all the way up again. You can just continue extending and squatting. I know sometimes going from standing to sitting can make you feel lightheaded or nauseous in that first trimester, so don't worry about completely standing up. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Alrighty, we're starting back at the beginning. We're gonna start just with that seated cactus though. To start, we don't need to work on the breathing again. So bring both arms out in front of you, palms face towards you. Inhale, arch the back, look up towards that ceiling. Exhale, round and tuck. Squeeze those shoulder blades behind you. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Recline 90-90. You're going to bring both legs out in front of you and just gently allow them to fall to one side and then the other. Getting full range of hip motion here, both working on hip internal and external rotation. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Find yourself in a comfortable 90-90 position for that hip thrust and reach. Lean to one side. Inhale, reach up and over as you thrust your hips forward. Exhale as you lower. We're moving a little faster now that we've already done the circuit once through. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and switch sides. Inhale, thrust and reach up. Exhale, lower. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Make your way into a half kneeling position. Let's start with that left leg forward. Gently tuck the pelvis underneath of you. Lean forward. Reach up and over for that hip flexor stretch. Inhaling, trying to direct your air into that hip flexor and side body. Focusing on getting that good ribcage expansion as you inhale and exhale, just let it all go. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring both arms out in front of you. Inhale, rotate, following your hand with your head. Exhale, return to start. We've got 3, 2, and finish out your rep. Switch other side. Right leg is forward. Gently rotate the pelvis underneath of you. Slightly lean forward, reach up and over. A common misconception or error I guess I see with this hip flexor stretch is people will actually tend to just lean too far into the stretch, and it actually causes a lot of compression in your lower back, which is why I want you to stay more upright and gently tuck the pelvis underneath of you. Maintain that tuck as you lean forward. That's where you'll really feel that good hip flexor stretch. Moving on to that open book in 3, 2, 1. Bring both hands out in front of you. Inhale, rotate away. Exhale, return to start. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Carefully make your way to standing. Let's start with your feet. We'll turn this direction this time with feet wider than hip width apart. Slowly bring your hands down towards the ground. You're going to alternate rotating up towards the ceiling with one arm and then the other. Remember, if you need to bend your knees, if that feels better for you, please feel free to do so. Feels good for me to stand up right now. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Moving back to that standing squat extension. So move your feet a little closer apart. Gently squat down. Extend through the hamstrings and back of the legs. Return to that squat and stand. Remember, if returning to that stand doesn't feel good for you, just stay in that squat and alternating squatting and extending. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're going to stay on the ground, and we're going to finish off with a child's pose. So what this looks like is you're going to meet me in all fours, then sit back on your heels, and then walk your arms out long. I always like to finish all of my workouts, start and finish all of my workouts with some diaphragmatic breathing to reconnect with your pelvic floor and your breath and release any tension in your pelvic floor that may have developed. So with those arms long, you're going to rest your forehead on the mat. Maybe move your knees a little wider to accommodate your belly if you have one in your first trimester. Then just inhale through your nose here. Feeling your back, pelvic floor, and ribs all expand. And then exhale, let it go. On this next inhale, I want you to focus on breathing into that bra strap region, or maybe that lower back region that tends to get tight during pregnancy. Inhale. And exhale, let it go. On this next inhale, I want you to focus on breathing into that anal sphincter. Maybe you even put your hand over your anal sphincter. So when you inhale, you feel it expand and lengthen. This is going to ensure that you're lengthening your pelvic floor. And then exhale, let it go. It's important to take note of different areas of your body that feel tense or tight during pregnancy, so you can work on restoring mobility to those areas. Let's do one more breath together. Let's take one big inhale. And exhale, let it go. Congratulate yourself on making it through this 15-minute full body mobility flow. I hope you're surviving your first trimester as well as I am. And if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more of it, please let me know in the comments below. Maybe something you're struggling with that you want me to create a video on next time. And be sure to subscribe for more pregnancy, postpartum, and pelvic floor fitness and education.